Good morning from the 2016 Canadian Junior Ball Hockey Championships from the West End Soccer Centre here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. My name is Kevin Donnan, and I'll be your play-by-play announcer this morning, along with my cameraman and analyst, Rob Zitlau. We'll be bringing you this ICU Video Productions webcast. Thank you for tuning in from across Canada and around the world via live stream. Today's game will be a U-17 contest between the visiting Team Saskatchewan and the home team Alberta Crude. Rob, we're in for a good one, and this one's got some playoff implications too.
Yes, I think this is the last round robin game, and so when the tournament ends on Sunday, these games on Saturday are very important. Either getting into the playoffs or trying to get up in the standings so you can get ready for the playoffs.
Alberta Crude in their traditional blue uniforms, Saskatchewan in white. Number 97, Tyler Hoekstra in goal for Alberta Crude. Number 1, Peter Spence in goal for Team Saskatchewan. And we are underway here in the final round robin game of the U-17 division. Alberta Crude now. Near sideboard, Saskatchewan tries to clear. Alberta Crude dumps the ball into the corner. Now Team Saskatchewan lifts the ball out, down the floor. Race for the puck here, but it is icing the call. Great to have you with us here in the opening minute of the final round robin game of the U-17 division.
So,
Team Saskatchewan, I was just going to say that Team Saskatchewan comes in with an 0-2 record, while Alberta Crude is 1-1. But if Team Saskatchewan pulls off a victory here, playoff implications, goals for or against, it all comes into play. So this is an exciting game, always high drama here in this tournament.
I was just going to say, hopefully we can get the pucks and the hockey references out of your vocabulary.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Here we go, Team Saskatchewan puts the ball through the middle.
There you go.
There we go, far board dump in by Team Saskatchewan. Battle behind the net. Here comes Alberta Crude trying to clear, and they do. And they'll lug it out. Near side boards, nice little play alongside the near boards. That's number 66, Cole Basnett. Nice little play at the blue line here, near boards. Dumped out by Team Saskatchewan. Goalkeeper will have to make a play on that. No icing. In the corner now, Alberta Crude tries to dump the ball out. Here's the captain for Team Saskatchewan. Plays it back. Loose ball. And a shot on. Oh, nice shot just off the outside of the goal. Alberta Crude now keeping the ball in. Watching, waiting. Big shot. Doesn't get through. That's number 21, Tevis Bryce. And the play is blown dead. Good pace for an early morning game, Rob.
Yeah, actually I was going to say, I won't say what year, but back in the day I played in the Alberta Provincials Ball Hockey Championships. I remember one year, I played one here and then also one in Calgary. And the one in Calgary, the Saturday morning we had an early game, and boy did we stink. And but so far it looks like both teams have had their Wheaties and are ready to go.
Draw just inside, centering. Nice little centering pass there. Here's Team Saskatchewan now on the move into Alberta Crude territory, won by Saskatchewan now. Centering. Played back out to the point, shot. High wrist shot. Backhand attempt there by Team Saskatchewan, centered out in front in the slot. Shot doesn't get through, another centering attempt. Alberta Crude here trying to lug the ball out. They try that stretch pass, intercepted right through the middle. That's Reese Tebow with the nice play in the neutral zone. Ball played to the far boards over to Thiessen Barker. He centers all alone. Oh, big save, Alberta Crude. Tyler Hoekstra comes up big with Team Saskatchewan right on the doorstep. Great action here early in this final round-robin game of the U-17 division. One of the two final round-robin games, and now Alberta Crude's on the move. 2-on-1, shot! Big save by Peter Spence as he gets his first test of the game. steers the ball aside into the corner. Here's Alberta Crude now, winding and firing just over the net. Alberta Crude now, backhand, centered through the slot, and it's dumped out by Team Saskatchewan for an icing call. Rob, both goaltenders tested early and coming up big early.
Yeah, this has been an excellent game so far for an 8:30 game. Like I said, they're playing way better than we did back in the day, so that's good to see that there's a lot of energy and both teams are up for it, and this might turn into a barn burner here.
You bet. Number 12, Kyle Uzelman taking the draw for Alberta Crude. Won by Uzelman. Oh, big stop at the blue line. Here's Team Saskatchewan on a break. In on goal. Shot. Big save by Hoekstra. Big rebound, too. Ball squirts loose in Alberta Crude. End-to-end action here in the final round-robin game. That's number 19. Jamie Lee battling for the puck. Number 22, Braden Larson, into the corner now. Ball played back out to the blue line. Shot gets through, but wide. Team Saskatchewan tries to dump in. Alberta Crude intercept, shot. Play blown dead.
Yeah, that last play there where the shot was blocked at the point here. When I was coaching defense, and I always told my defensemen, if it looks like you're going to get it blocked, I'd rather you just dump it up the boards, dump it deep, and get it in. Because if it gets blocked at the point, it could be a breakaway going the other way.
You bet. Danger, sometimes a very dangerous play on its own. Number 21 for Alberta Crude, Tevis Bryce, he dumps the ball in. Played around Team Saskatchewan. Battle for the puck here on the near boards. Alberta Crude now. Ball gets to the corner, and now Team Saskatchewan will break out. That's Nate Daku, number 19. Played back. Battle in the neutral zone now. Both teams settling in. Here's Alberta Crude. Shot from inside the circle. Number 17, Garen Butler. Cycling down low. Passed out front and cleared by Team Saskatchewan. Number 8, Jadrian Gunther with pressure here. He'll dump it in. Good work by Gunther as he battled with Daniel Liberty. And Tyler Hoekstra covers up. And we have 13:21 to go here in this opening half. 18-minute halves with a 5-minute halftime. We're glad you're along with us. ICU Video Productions live stream. Breakfast at the Canadian Ball Hockey Association National Junior Championships. Great to have you along with us. Face off to the left of Hoekstra of Alberta Crude. Won by Alberta Crude. Played into the far corner. And there's that alley-oop pass, but it's intercepted by Team Saskatchewan. Good play in the neutral zone by 24, Bailey Zacharias.
I think they said it must have just got out past the red line there, because I think they're calling this offside. So it was pretty close. Yeah, that's probably why they're asking why was it offside.
Play just outside the zone due to the offside. 13 minutes to go here in the opening half. Alberta Crude now. Down the near boards. Team Saskatchewan tries to play it into the Crude zone. Battle for the puck here.
Paul.
Thank you. Battle for the ball. I was doing so well, too. Here we go. Into the corner now, Team Saskatchewan. Lifted out into the corner. That's number 2, Thiessen Barker. But it'll go for an icing.
Okay, hopefully there was not a surge off the top and then everyone all of a sudden has the morning blues here. So
sure.
Hopefully this is just a little dip in the action here, but it would be nice if both teams get back to their back and forth play that we saw earlier in the game.
Number 29, Jaden Panu takes the draw for Alberta Crude. Won by Team Saskatchewan, played out to the point, and now here's Team Saskatchewan with a break on the ball. Shot, score! Number 17, Connor McKay has broken this game open. And Team Saskatchewan is on the board. Rob, he made no mistake.
He did. I would say that the Alberta goalie was a little too far back in the net for my liking. I think he should have came out and cut down the angle a little bit more. He was literally right on the goal line, and I always like goalies to come out and just cut down the angle a little bit better, but it was a heck of a shot there.
Connor McKay, number 17, with the goal here. And Team Saskatchewan has opened things up. How will Alberta Crude respond? Battle behind the net, centered out by Alberta Crude. That's number 15, Stuart Cummings. Now behind the net, played into the corner. Battle for the ball between McKay and Kyle Ozelman. Near boards, played back. Shot in by Alberta Crude, but it's deflected. Wheels and fires. Doesn't get through to the Team Saskatchewan goaltender. Both teams now looking for that break again. Here's Team Saskatchewan breaking out. Battle for the ball here on the near side boards. And there is a penalty.
Yeah, it's a hook right at center there. Again, if you're the coaching staff of Alberta there, to take a hooking call at center, they're none too pleased.
You're going to catch that every time with the two officials.
Yeah.
It's number 12, Kyle Ozelman. Will take a 2-minute departure from the action, barring a power play goal, of course. Team Saskatchewan up 1-0 here with just over 11 minutes to go in the first half. Team Saskatchewan now with the ball on the power play. Back to the point. Across the floor. Played back into the near corner. Team Saskatchewan, good ball movement here on this power play, but no shots. There's a shot and another shot and a goal! Team Saskatchewan on the power play. Rob, there's the old adage, the second mouse always gets the cheese.
Oh. Yes.
Big rebound, Team Saskatchewan pounces on it.
Yeah, I didn't see the, I missed how much time was left in that penalty, but that took maybe less than 30 seconds, and Saskatchewan's definitely awake now. Let's see if Alberta can pick up the pace and get back in this game.
How will
here.
Alberta Crude respond? That's a big lift in these early morning games. You get out to a lead, and the adrenaline starts to flow. Here we go. Big shot. Number 5, Colton Adair with the cannon from the middle of the floor. Here we go. Alberta Crude now with the turnover and the break. Played through the middle of the floor by Team Saskatchewan. And the ball deflects into the Team Saskatchewan bench. Both teams will change here. Team Saskatchewan up 2-0 with 10:37 to go here in the opening half. Connor McKay, I believe, got the second goal on the power play on that rebound. And Team Saskatchewan has a lift here. In this, one of the two final games of the round robin in the U-17 division. Alberta Crude now trying to get out from behind their own goal. Team Saskatchewan with a good forecheck. And here comes Alberta Crude. Number 29, Jaden Panu. Great speed through the neutral zone, and he's behind the net. Comes out front. The 13, Brennan Clark of Team Saskatchewan steers it away. Played out now. Here's Team Saskatchewan. Kept in by Panu. And here's Alberta Crude now. Ball squirts through the middle, but scooped up by the goaltender. Faceoff will be to the left of Team Saskatchewan. And their keeper, number 1, Peter Spence, who hasn't been tested, Rob. Team Saskatchewan has really kept the pace up and has kept most of the pressure as we approach the midway point of this half.
Yes, that was a great play there by Panu. He dumped it in and dumped and chased and tried to get the ball back, and they got to get just their legs going, and I think that's what Alberta should be doing, is just do a lot of dumping and chasing and just get their legs going.
Here's a shot by number 91, Daniel Liberty, that's steered to the corner. Good wrist shot from the point. Here's Team Saskatchewan with the ball now. Far boards, kept in by Alberta Crude. And a chase into the corner. Here on this near side. Ball won by Team Saskatchewan. They'll try to clear through the neutral zone. It's turned over. Now Team Saskatchewan will break out. 3-on-2. And it's broken up by Alberta Crude. Ball played here on the near side boards. Here's Alberta Crude. End-to-end action shot. Loose ball. And Team Saskatchewan clears. Good defense by Team Saskatchewan here at the midway point. Pass through the middle, broken up. Good back check by Alberta Crude. A shot. Loose ball in front. Team Saskatchewan with the heavy pressure now on Alberta Crude. Centered through the middle. Here's backhand shot, and it's covered up. It's number 27, Ty Banks, with the great work down low, Rob. What tenacity.
Yes, Alberta had a bit of pressure there, but then Saskatchewan came back and they gave it right back to them. So, yeah, hopefully this turns into a back and forth kind of game.
Garen Butler for Alberta Crude will take the draw up against number 5, Colton Adair. He wins the draw, but ball squirts loose and ends up in the timekeeper's match. Good pace to the highs, as you mentioned. You're a former coach of ball hockey, and it's a great pace for an 8:30 morning. 8:30 in the morning. It's remarkable just how these kids can rebound after playing 2 days. We're in day 3 now, and we're getting into the playoffs, so everything amps up. It's remarkable how they're, as you mentioned yesterday, about fitness and nutrition. They've clearly done their homework.
Yes, although I would have probably a lot of these kids, unless they've played in a lot of hockey tournaments and whatever that, they're not used to playing at 8:30 in the morning on a Saturday. So
yeah, that's true too.
That's the other thing.
Bit of an adjustment, you bet. Battle for the ball on the far board. Shot just missed the outside post. Ball now played to the near boards, kept dumped in by Alberta Crude into the Saskatchewan corner. Number 24, Bailey Zacharias will play it around. Now kept in by Alberta Crude. It's number 17, Garen Butler, battling for the ball, kept in by Alberta Crude. In the slot, all alone, big save by Peter Spence. Denying Alberta Crude their first goal. There's a shot. Team Saskatchewan trying to clear now. Alberta Crude with good pressure. Great move at the blue line. 2-on-2 for Team Saskatchewan. Big save on the backhand. Great action here. 7:47 to go in the U-17 division. Team Saskatchewan up 2-0. Big save by Peter Spence.
Yes, now a tripping call to Alberta now. So, yeah, the defenseman caught by the howdy doody there at the blue line there, and Saskatchewan player walked around him again. As coach defense, you got to look at the body. You can't be looking at the ball. If you look at the ball, guys will make you look pretty bad.
Pretty little silly. Oh, to give away now. Here comes Alberta Crude on the penalty kill. Battle for the ball here on the near side boards. Team Saskatchewan now on the power play. Plays it back, and it played through the zone. Here's Alberta Crude with a chance on the good defense by Team Saskatchewan. Denying that scoring chance on the penalty kill. Played through the middle now. And it's a big goal by Alberta Crude on the penalty kill. Rob, it looked like that one was going to happen. Alberta Crude with relentless pressure on the penalty kill.
That was a train wreck for Saskatchewan right from the drop of the ball. They couldn't keep it in the zone, and then just mistake after mistake, and then great goal, shorthanded goal, and this should energize Alberta here, and we'll see what happens after this, but
1:29 to go in the power play, but Alberta Crude strikes with their first goal of the game. Big goal for Alberta Crude.
It's weird how sometimes on power plays, if of course, if you have the power play, you'd think that you have momentum, but there are some times where some teams, for whatever reason, it just turns into a train wreck, and there was a shorthanded goal, but even just it'll suck the momentum right out of your team if you don't have a very good power play.
Thiessen Barker plays the ball into the Alberta Crude zone. Team Saskatchewan on the power play, battle behind the net. Connor McKay, who's got both goals for Team Saskatchewan, back to the point. McKay now plays it back to the point. Over to the far side of the floor. Ball squirts through back to the point. Team Saskatchewan, cross floor pass. Big shot! It's number 17, Connor McKay, with the heavy shot from just at the top of the circle. Tyler Hoekstra with the save. 6:31 to go. Glad you're along with us here at the Canadian Ball Hockey Association National Junior Championships. This is one of two of the final round robin games in the U-17 division. Glad you're along with us. ICU Video Productions and the live stream. Glad to have you with us. Kevin Donnan providing you the play-by-play along with my analyst and cameraman Rob Zitlock. 6:20 to go here in the first half. Team Saskatchewan, 30 seconds left on the power play. Big rebound. Steered clear but not out by Alberta Crude, but they will tap it out now. Team Saskatchewan will try to play it in. Here in the final seconds of this power play, Team Saskatchewan with the 1-goal lead. Gave up the short-handed goal. Here's McKay again, number 17. He's dangerous. Tries to play it through. Back to the point now. Cross floor. Dumped in. Slap pass. Here's McKay with a shot and nearly centered, nearly found number 19, Nate Daku. Team Saskatchewan now. Here's McKay. He's going to load up and fire, and it's deflected by Alberta Crude. McKay now in the corner, behind the net. Battle for the ball now. McKay will play it back to the point. Nice move at the blue line. Shot! Score! Number 5, Colton Adair, with one of the prettiest goals you'll see in this tournament. What a goal by the defenseman for Team Saskatchewan, and Team Saskatchewan is up by 2 goals again with 5:28 to go. What a beautiful play, Rob.
Yes. Again, the rule of thumb, don't look at the ball, look at the body. And the Alberta Crude player bit, and it bit him in the butt, as that was a great shot to make it 3-1.
Tyler Hoekstra could only watch that one go by. That was a laser beam to the top corner by Colton Adair of Team Saskatchewan. Great play by the defenseman. 5 minutes to go here in the opening half. Team Saskatchewan with the ball on the far board. Kept in by Dawson Bacalou. Centered out in front, loose ball. Big save by Hoekstra. It's number 13, Brendan Clark. He'll play it back to the point. Kept in now by Team Saskatchewan. Nice play into the slot. That was number 77, Reese Tebow. Big defenseman now. Tries to keep it in, dumps it in front. Big pass just wide with the backhand. Nice little play there. Number 43, Colby Gustafson into the near corner here. Just to the right of Hoekstra. Now here comes Team Saskatchewan. Backhand shot just wide. Alberta Crude now battling. Out in front, big shot. Hoekstra now will cover up as Team Saskatchewan was knocking on the door once again with 4:20 to go in the first half. 3-1 Team Saskatchewan. Great action and a fantastic first half here, Rob. Especially, and we keep repeating it, but for an early morning game, this looks like about a noon game right now. These two teams came out of the gate ready to go.
Yeah. Although, if I was in the Alberta bench, if they have it's been down in their zone now for a few minutes now, and if they have another rough shift, I'd almost think about taking the timeout just to settle down the boys here. They look a little rattled now right now.
Relentless forecheck by Team Saskatchewan. Alberta Crude struggling to get the ball out of their zone, and here's Team Saskatchewan once again. Ball centered out in front. Behind the net now. Wheels, fires. Just over the crossbar. Into the corner now. Team Saskatchewan with incredible pressure. Battle for the ball here on the near boards.
I just heard, overheard some parents to the right of us here just talk about the same thing I was talking about. That
Calling a
they might have to
timeout.
call
You
a
bet I heard that
timeout.
one too, thinking,
So,
you know what? So there we go. Some great minds think alike, Rob.
Yeah.
They want a timeout, you want a timeout, and when you're under that kind of pressure, when your forecheck, when the forecheck is that relentless, and you're struggling to get the ball out of your own zone, maybe it's time to just call that 30-second timeout and settle down, settle the troops a little bit.
yeah.
3:40 to go here. Face off just outside the Alberta Crude zone. 3-1 Team Saskatchewan. 3:40 in the first half. Of course, 18-minute halves with a 5-minute halftime. Ball now behind the Alberta Crude goal. Number 91, Daniel Liberty. Plays it up here on the near boards. Dumped in by Alberta Crude. Number 12, Kyle Uzelman. Dumps the puck in. Team Saskatchewan will try to play it out. Uzelman now steals, wheels and fires. Just wide. Back to Uzelman. Shot can't get through. Ball takes a weird spin off the back boards and ends up on the back of the Team Saskatchewan net. So Uzelman, number 12, has been that energy player. He and Panu, number 29,
Yes.
the two energy players for Alberta Crude, and I'm sure those two guys want to see that enthusiasm stretched down the rest of the bench.
Yeah, Panu, he's got great speed. So the one play that earlier on he dumped and chased, and I would get the same, have him do that same thing. Oh,
Nice save by Peter Spence. Loose ball in the slot. Big save off 23. Nick Lyer right off the faceoff, but Peter Spence with the glove save. Alberta Crude now. Loose ball, shot to the left of Spence, centered out in front. And Spence, ball pops up, and Spence is there to deny number 17, Garen Butler, who was right there.
well, this is a lot of positive now for Alberta. So if I was on the bench with Alberta, I'd be telling the guys, see what they're doing out there? That's what you got to be doing. You got to be working hard, because right now Saskatchewan's outworking Alberta big time.
Stay patient, too, as well. Face off just to the left of Spence. Won by Team Saskatchewan, but kept in by Alberta Crude now. Dumped in by Alberta Crude into the, out of the corner now, centered, back into the corner. Alberta Crude now with a good forecheck and good pressure. Behind the net now. Team Saskatchewan trying to steal the ball away here behind the net and get this ball out of their zone, as Alberta Crude now here in the late stages of this first half with a good forecheck here. Battle along the boards. That's number 66, Cole Basnet, and he fires a shot over the goaltender. Kept in at the line. Shot! Big save by Peter Spence as he comes up tall. Denying number 91, Daniel Liberty. Shot, score! Liberty moves in, creates space, comes in from the blue line, just inside the circle, and beats the Team Saskatchewan goaltender with a beautiful shot to the low post.
Well, that's what the doctor ordered for Alberta there. That was a good minute and a half where the ball was in Saskatchewan's zone. They get the goal. And now let's see if Alberta can keep it up, or if Saskatchewan responds.
1:53 to go here in the opening half. Was a penalty called on Team Saskatchewan. Must have been during the goal, and it's a stick infraction, as now Alberta Crude has a 4-minute power play.
I did notice that there was a big whack in the corner there.
There was a sound.
But
there was that unmistakable sound.
But I don't think he hit anybody, but maybe just the fact that he was trying to, even if he missed, maybe they said, well, if you would have connected, you would have.
Sure.
So that's the only thing I saw that resembled a penalty in that last play.
Face off to the left of Spence, the Team Saskatchewan keeper. Kept in at the line. Here's Liberty again with that heavy shot. Moves to the middle of the floor. Plays the ball to the near side boards. Played back to Liberty. Fakes a shot. Shot on goal, just over top of Spence, the goalkeeper. Good shot here by number 20, Emery Nielsen of Alberta Crude, working well with Daniel Liberty. And when Daniel Liberty loads up that shot, you better get out of the way.
Or try to screen the goalie and hope it doesn't hit you.
That's right. Yeah, because it's going to leave a mark. Face off to the left of Spence. To the right of Spence. Check that. Face off just to the right. Played down and cleared by Team Saskatchewan. Hoekstra, the Alberta Crude goaltender, taps the ball to Liberty, and he'll lug it out with 3 minutes to go in this power play. Alberta Crude looking for that tying goal. Final minute of the first half. Ball behind the goal now. Alberta Crude setting up for that power play. Here's that one-timer by Liberty, and he unloads just to the right of Spence. Liberty nearly connected from the middle of the floor, and here he is again. Here's Liberty now with room. Fakes the shot, and there's the one-timer from Emery Nielsen on his off wing, which is what you want to set up for. Alberta Crude now, far boards, back to Liberty. Shot just over top of the crossbar. Alberta Crude now on this power play, 30 seconds to go. Alberta Crude now down low, looking to center, plays it back out. Just inside the circle now, centered, down low. 19 seconds to go. Looking for Liberty in that one-timer. Alberta Crude tries to play it in, ball pops up. Alberta Crude trying to freeze the ball here on the far boards, but it's loose. In on goal. Just loses the handle on the puck. Here's Liberty. Final second. Shot, and just a fraction too late. What a first half, Rob. 3-2 Team Saskatchewan leads. But we are in for a real treat here in the second half. This first half has had a little bit of everything, some great individual plays, some great teamwork, and some great goaltending too at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, this last bit. So right now Alberta Crude has 2:07 left in their power play. So far, they've been working the ball around, but I'll give credit to Saskatchewan. They've been keeping it to the outside. So they've been making sure that no balls are getting into the slot, and so everything was either been a long shot from almost center or way from the outside.
And as a former coach, that's what you want to do is you want to keep
Yes.
you want to keep the ball on the boards, especially if you're trying to kill a penalty. Nothing gets loose into the slot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So even though there's been a lot of pressure, like I said, everything's been to the outside, and so as a Saskatchewan coach, you're like, good job, boys. Just keep everything to the outside. And in Alberta, you just got to say, okay, we got to get this, either find that open man or else find somebody in the slot so that he can get that quick shot away.
Team Saskatchewan here, and of course we talked about it earlier, 8:30 in the morning, an early morning start like that factors in, and this is the type of thing you see. One team comes out, guns a-blazing. Team Saskatchewan really dominated the first half of the first half, and then Alberta Crude settled things down, and on that power play you could see them trying to set up that one-timer on your off wing, as you mentioned yesterday, is so critical when you're on the power play. Get the space, get the shot going.
Yeah, and I mean, Alberta Crude's first goal was a shorthanded goal, and so power plays, they can be either very positive or very negative, and there's been some teams I've coached with, and sometimes we should have declined power plays because we looked lost out there, and it would turn into a negative, right? And so yeah, it's especially at this level here. There's been a lot of games that have been won or lost by either power play goals or keeping the ball out of your net when you're killing penalties. So, yeah, if you probably looked at most of the goals that we've seen, at least on this West 3 here, I'd say probably more than 50% are power play goals. So there aren't too much goals on 5-on-5, so that's why special teams are so important.
And you have to take advantage, and with Alberta Crude, that shorthanded goal changed the complexion of the first half. It changed everything. It gave, all of a sudden, it was, okay, now we can settle down. We got a big goal where, they gained some confidence and really kept up the pressure at the end of the half.
But then right afterwards, then Saskatchewan came back and scored again.
That's right.
So then they swung it back in their favor. And then just before, well, they got the power play out of this, but they scored. Then Alberta came back and had a great about minute and a half, 2-minute shift where it was all down in Saskatchewan then, and then they scored. So it's been a lot of ebbs and flows in this game so far, which is good.
And what it is a recipe for a fantastic final round robin game in this U-17 division. The other game taking place also in the West End Soccer Center. We're so glad you're along with us. Halftime is coming to a close as we move into the final 18 minutes with Team Saskatchewan in white, Alberta Crude in blue. Team Saskatchewan leading here 3-2. They still have 2 minutes and 7 seconds to kill off on that penalty.
Yeah, any sticking fractions of any consequence, there are 4 minutes. So
not a great way to start the second half.
No. Well, we'll see. The first half of this power play, Alberta, like I said, was keeping it, moving it around, but they weren't getting good shots. And we'll see if they can find those open holes. And if I was Saskatchewan, just do the exact same thing that they did in the first half of this penalty and see if they can get out of it. So,
game has playoff implications here in the U-17 division. Alberta Crude comes into this game with a 1-1 record. Team Saskatchewan at 0-2. So Team Saskatchewan, if they can hold on here, they'll obviously make some noise and obviously get into that playoff equation. Of course, Alberta Crude wins this, they're on into the top end of the semifinal. So what we've got is one heck of a second half for you here on the ICU Video Productions live stream here at the Canadian Ball Hockey Association National Junior Championships. I'm Kevin Donnan along with my cameraman and analyst Rob Zitlaw, and it is our pleasure to bring you National Junior Ball Hockey Association action here from the West End Soccer Center in Edmonton. And we are underway. This critical second half, Alberta Crude now on the power play. Ball played to the far boards. That's Liberty, number 91. Watch him. He's got that big shot, and he's going to wind up. No. Passes it over to the far boards, and it's played through. Ball just skips over the stick of Liberty. And I've been impressed with Liberty's ability to quarterback this power play, Rob.
Yes,
Ball cleared by Team Saskatchewan into the Alberta Crude zone. It's number 16, Wyatt Slobodin. He'll pass the ball over to the far side. That's 17, Garen Butler. Ball dumped into the far corner now. Alberta Crude gains control. 1:17 to go in the power play. And here's a shot by Team Alberta. Caught an Alberta Crude player, and that's number 66, Cole Basnett. He's moving a little slowly after taking that shot. Played into the corner back to number 66, Basnett. He'll play it back to the point. Ball on the far side boards. Basnett now down low, deflected by number 17, Garen Butler. And Peter Spence is there with the glove save.
Well, I've played with a few guys that had heavy shots, and yeah, if you're luckily I was playing defense for the most part, but if you're playing on the line with somebody with a heavy shot, like I said, either you can if you're brave enough to stand in front to maybe screen the goalie, or else
Liberty with a shot, can't get through. Team Saskatchewan will clear with 40 seconds to go here in the power play.
Yeah, or else you're going to get a ball like in the back of your leg or something like that. So, and those balls hurt.
Bruising is an accepted form of this sport. You have to get used to all the different colors that the bumps and bruises provide. Here we go, final seconds of the power play. Here's Alberta Crude now, big shot. Just to the right of Spence. Alberta Crude now with the ball. In control, shot. Wide of Spence. Crude now 5 seconds left. 3 seconds to go in the power play. The ball traveled above the yellow line, so that and it hit the netting. So
I would call that a major victory for Saskatchewan to get out of this power play.
Good way to start to kill that one off.
And then we'll see what happens after this, which way the momentum swings.
Face off to the left of Spence. That's Nielsen, number 20 for Alberta Crude. Draw one by Team Saskatchewan, but stolen by Alberta Crude. Cleared through the corner. Team Saskatchewan tries to dump it in, and now Alberta Crude dumped in by 21. That's Tevis Bryce. Bryce again with the ball. Played through the middle, all alone. That's Penu. And it's gathered in by Spence. Once again, Penu with that great speed, Rob.
Yeah, he, again, over the years, I played with very good East Indian ball hockey players, and a lot of them, for whatever reason, didn't learn how to skate, but they sure love ball hockey.
Alberta Crude wins the draw. Cross floor pass, dumped in now. Into the far corner, battle for the ball. Won by Alberta Crude. Cycling down into the corner, now behind the net again. Alberta Crude with the ball. Good forecheck by Alberta Crude, but it's cleared by Team Saskatchewan. 2-on-2. Here's McKay, number 17. 2 goals in the game. But that chance is broken up, and now it's out in front. Big shot, big save by Hoekstra. So we've got a change in goal, actually, for Alberta Crude, I believe. Check that at our next stoppage in play. Team Saskatchewan now on the forecheck. With the ball on the far side, played into the corner. That's McKay, number 17. Played in by Team Saskatchewan at the point. Into the slot. Broken up by Alberta Crude. Big shot now. Broken up at the line. Alberta Crude. Team Saskatchewan with a good battle for the ball. Into the far corner. Intensity starting to rise here. Team Saskatchewan. They'll lug the ball out of the corner. All alone in the slot. Can't get through. That's number 5. Colton Adair. He has a goal tonight, this morning. Team Saskatchewan now through the neutral zone. Nice little play in the middle of the floor. Now Adair with a shot. Backhand all alone in goal. Steered behind the Alberta Crude goal. End-to-end action here in the early stages of the second half. Great pace once again. Team Saskatchewan into the Alberta Crude corner with the ball. Near side boards. Now played back into the corner once again. And now a race for the ball here on the near side boards. Number 23, Nick Lyer of Alberta Crude. Delayed penalty. And Team Saskatchewan has the man advantage on this delayed penalty. Ooh. That was a close one right through the crease, right along the goal line, but Team Saskatchewan trying to gain the Alberta Crude zone. But the ball is touched by number 26, Liam O'Callaghan.
Yeah, right below us here, the Alberta player. He, for no reason at all, just kind of stepped into the Saskatchewan player, and that's why he got the interference call. So
2-minute penalty to Alberta Crude for interference.
Yeah, I saw it. That was a penalty. It was, I would not consider it a good penalty. So, although most penalties I've seen so far haven't been very good penalties.
Face off just to the right of the Alberta Crude goaltender. Team Saskatchewan now on the power play. Of course, Alberta Crude has a shorthanded goal. Nice play to keep the ball in. Now down low for Team Saskatchewan into the corner. Looking to get back to the point now. Looking back to the point. Cross floor. Back over. Broken up by Alberta Crude. That's number 17, Garen Butler. Breaking up the shot of Walter Underwood. Ball stolen by Alberta Crude. Nice play in the middle of the floor here by Adair, number 5. Just lost possession of the ball there. That's number 8, Jadrian Gunther. And the ball is cleared down by Alberta Crude. 1 minute to go in the Team Saskatchewan power play. U-17 action from Ball Hockey National Junior Championships. Here's Adair with a great individual play with the ball down the far boards. An attempt to freeze the ball by Panu fails. Ball comes out of the corner and cleared by Alberta Crude. Alberta Crude with a pretty good penalty kill here. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Team Saskatchewan with the ball. And it's dumped in by Team Saskatchewan, broken up at the Alberta Crude blue line and dumped in. Battle for the ball now into the corner. That's Nielsen, number 20. Relentless pressure by Nielsen. He steals the ball, tries to get a shot on goal, but the ball is stolen. Now stolen by Alberta Crude, number 15, Stuart Cummings with the ball into the corner. Trying to work his way through, number 17, Connor McKay will attempt to dump it out, but can't. Here's Alberta Crude with that relentless forecheck again. Nielsen working hard. There's McKay trying to dump it out, but Alberta Crude keeps it in. Nielsen now from the corner, looking. Tries the cross floor pass. That's number 21, Tevis Bryce. He dumps it into the corner. Number 19, Jamie Lee now centering. And the ball pops way up here on the near side boards. 10:47 to go. Boy, the intensity level is picking up, Rob.
Well, on that power play for Saskatchewan, Alberta was selling out, and they were forechecking like you wouldn't believe. So maybe they saw something in some earlier games, but man, oh man, are they going after their D and caused all kinds of trouble. Saskatchewan had the power play, but it looked like Alberta was on the power play.
You bet. Kyle Oseman wins the draw for Alberta Crude. Sneaks a little backhand shot. And Spence had some trouble with it. But it's Team Saskatchewan. They're trying to clear this ball. And a nice play right here at the blue line as number 43, Colby Gustafson, nearly got in on goal, but it is icing the call. 10:27 to go here. Face-off will be to the left of Caden Kelly, the new goaltender for Alberta Crude, who came in the second half. Number 27, Ty Banks of Team Saskatchewan, taking the draw. Alberta Crude wins the face-off into their corner. Dumped out to the blue line, kept in by Team Saskatchewan. Loose ball in the slot. And a good chance, Team Saskatchewan, big save! Caden Kelly tested right through the middle.
So is he a new tender in there?
You bet, you bet.
Okay, I did see somebody, there was a Alberta coach warming up a goalie, but I thought it was just so he was maybe getting loose in between. But
sure.
Not sure why the starting goalie thought he had.
Hoekstrup had a very strong first half.
Yeah, so maybe he dehydrated or something like that.
We hope it's not an injury or anything like that.
Yeah.
But there is a 4-minute power play now for Alberta Crude. Team Saskatchewan taking a 4-minute stick infraction at absolutely the worst time with Alberta Crude. Alberta Crude had enough pressure on a penalty kill to make it look like a power play. So Alberta Crude here now sees a big opportunity in front of them.
Yeah, so far when it comes to special teams, Alberta's been winning both battles, either on the power play and then also on the penalty kills. So
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Face off just outside the zone now. Alberta Crude on the power play. Alberta Crude has been moving the ball extremely well on the power play. It's number 44, Nishalan Pile. And he'll look to dump it in, and Alberta Crude gains the zone. Behind the net now. Watch this. Watch the power play. Watch the ball movement. Alberta Crude now in the corner, cycling down. Battle for the ball. Behind the net. Number 66, Cole Basnett. Behind the goal, out in front. Number 23, Nick Lyer with a beautiful chance. And some great work by Basnett behind the goal, Rob.
Yes, right now, as they say on special teams, if you have the power play, you have to work harder than the penalty killers. And
right now, Alberta Crude winning that battle.
Yes.
Number 17, Garen Butler with the draw for Alberta Crude, just to the right of Peter Spence, keeper for Team Saskatchewan. Ball into the corner. Here on the near side boards, Alberta Crude now. Big shot. Nice save by Spence. Loose ball out in front. Backhand. Oh, off the crossbar. Loose ball again. Great action here. 9 minutes to go in this second half. Team Saskatchewan desperately tries to clear, and they can't. The ball is cleared, but just above the yellow line, number 77, Reese Tebow. What a tremendous save by Peter Spence, and a great chance for Alberta Crude.
I think number 17 from Alberta Crude, he was on his backhand.
Garen Butler with a tremendous chance.
And if he would have on his forehand, excuse me, that probably would have been in the back of the net, but he was on his backhand and he just missed.
Team Saskatchewan with the good clear. In on the goaltender Kelly, that's number 21 now. Tevis Bryce, who will lug it up the floor for Alberta Crude. Nice little move at the blue line. That's Basnet, number 66, with the ball on the far boards. Team Saskatchewan with a good clear right at the blue line. So Team Saskatchewan with 2.5 minutes to go in this power play. And a couple of good clearing plays, but here's Alberta Crude now. That's Daniel Liberty. Watch that shot, number 91 from the point. Here we go. Far boards with the ball now inside the circle. Alberta Crude looking to center. Behind the net now, lots of room. Centered out in front, shot, score! Number 23, Nick Lyer, has tied this game at 3. Rob, it was just a matter of time.
Yeah, they finally found that guy in the slot, and boy, did they work that ball around nicely there. And again, the work ethic was very strong, and they outmuscled Saskatchewan on numerous occasions there, and we were tied up at 3-3.
You want to talk about earning a goal. Alberta Crude has been working for that one for, about 12 minutes, and they got it thanks to Nick Lyer right out front. And great work down low with the ball. So cycling it behind the Team Saskatchewan goal. Sorry, Rob.
Now let's see if Saskatchewan can respond here, because it's been all about Alberta here for most of the second half here.
We're in for a great finish here in the second half. 8:20 to go. And the ball squirts through the little opening there at the gate. Down at K-Days, you might win a prize for that, Rob.
A little bear
a little bear or
yeah,
something.
Not much.
Colton Adair with the draw. Back to the point. Shot. Right on. Good save by Caden Kelly. And as we've mentioned, rebound control so important for the goaltenders.
Yes. I think ball hockey goalies have a harder time trying to stop the ball sometimes because of the spinning and dipping and things like that. So that was a great play by the tender there to stop that.
Alberta Crude now. Aha! We got you finally. Yes. Shot! Just wide. Team Saskatchewan. Number 19. That's Nate Daku got tied up with the official. Now a race for the ball. Watch Panu, number 29. Great speed, but cut off by Walker Underwood. Good defensive play by Team Saskatchewan. Battle for the ball here near boards. Shot! Panu! Good glove save by Peter Spence as Panu, with his strength and speed, came off the boards and had a good scoring chance. Now Alberta Crude with a shot right in front. Panu nearly deflected that one home. Bump on the near boards as Underwood and Panu meet up on the near boards.
Another
in the
slash,
battle for the
so
ball.
another 4 minutes here.
Slashing penalty against Team Saskatchewan. That's Colton Adair, number 5, and he's a big part of that Team Saskatchewan offense as well. He has a goal this morning, and he's not the type of player you want to keep off the ice for 4 minutes.
Yeah, and certain teams might have maybe a few guys that are on the
face off one.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say that there might be only a certain amount of guys that are playing on the penalty kill, and if they're always constantly on the penalty kill, then those guys are getting worn out, and there's a bunch of guys sitting on the Saskatchewan bench that are getting cold.
You bet. And Adair, good quarterback on the power play. So, Team Saskatchewan is without one of their key players for the next near 4 minutes here. Alberta Crude now inside the zone. Shot broken up by the defender and cleared down to the goaltender. Caden Kelly, and there's a penalty.
Another slash.
From behind the play, and they're going to get you on that every time.
Now
And
that-
Alberta Crude.
Yeah, Alberta, so.
That's a tough penalty to take when you've got a tie game, 7:06 to go, and you
Yeah.
have a 4-minute penalty, and 24 seconds into that power play now, you're
And-
down to 4-on-4.
And again, Saskatchewan has taken a couple penalties in a row, so as referees, sometimes you go, okay, I'm looking for something that the other team's going to do so I can even things up, because referees don't like to just call penalties on one team. And so if there's...
That depends on who you ask.
Well,
sometimes.
yeah.
4-on-4 action here. Nice little turnaround shot by number 21, Dustin Coder, by Team Saskatchewan. Lots of room out on the floor now. Daniel Liberty with a battle for the ball on the far boards. That's number 23, Nick Lyer. He's got the tying goal, and he's into the corner in the Team Saskatchewan zone. He'll play it into the corner for Basnett, number 66, back to the point. 4-on-4 here, Basnett with a shot, and it pops way up. Lyer now, Basnett with the loose ball. Team Saskatchewan tries to clear, can't. Liberty looks to load up and fire. Lyer now. Far boards, number 21. Dustin Coder tries to clear, can't. Liberty shot just over the crossbar. Alberta Crude now. Lyer looking for his second of the game. Back to the point. Shot. Goes wide. Liberty now. Right at the middle of the floor. He tries to gain the zone, can't. Good play by Team Saskatchewan now. Number 2, Thiessen Barker with some great work at the blue line. Here's Team Saskatchewan now. McKay, number 17. Open man nearly through the slot. McKay waited. Fires a shot that's deflected. Ball now behind the net. Centered out. Oh, tries to make a play around the defender and cleared by Alberta Crude. And it will be icing. 5:39 to go in a fantastic ball hockey game here in the U-17 division. It's each team's final round robin game. 3-3 tie here. Glad you're along with us. ICU Video Productions live stream here at the Canadian Ball Hockey Association National Junior Championships from the West End Soccer Center. Face off to the left of the Alberta Crude. Keeper shot. Score! Number 17, Connor McKay. Right off the face-off. And Team Saskatchewan has taken the lead.
Well,
that's a goal scorer's goal right there.
Yeah, and again, sometimes off the face-offs, that might have been a set play. Maybe the centerman said, okay, you set up here, I'm going to get it back to you, and that was a perfect draw. It was barely on a stick and on the back of the net. That's a great goal for Saskatchewan.
I'll tell you, our Saskatchewan fans to the left of our broadcast position, they all had their coffee this morning. They're awake, and they're going crazy. They've got a 1-goal lead here and can make some noise in the playoffs in this division with a victory. Then it comes down to goals for and against, so big playoff implications. Live action. Far boards, nice play on the ball by Team Saskatchewan. In on goal, a shot. Steered aside by Kelly. Alberta Crude now down a goal. 5 minutes to go here in the second half. Alberta Crude now lugging it up the floor. That's Tevis Bryce. That's a long run from the far corner all the way around your own goal. Good energy by both clubs here. As Team Saskatchewan with a 1-goal lead, 4:59 to go in this game. Great energy through this entire game, Rob.
Yes, and Saskatchewan needed that because they were, I think they were just hanging on there, and that was a good boost for them because it was all Alberta there. So we'll see if Alberta can get another comeback happening.
Number 80, Drew Miles now for Team Saskatchewan. Good play, dumps it in. That's Daniel Liberty, number 91. He's got Panu with him on this near side. Breakaway pass for Panu, in on goal, and it's just wide. Just wide by Panu, using that blazing speed. And the ball is dumped down. No icing. Number 16, Wyatt Slobodan now looking for Liberty. He'll play it through the middle now. Alberta Crude through the slot. Here's Panu in the corner. Nice play with the ball. Looking to center out front. Loose ball in the slot. Ball can't get through. Here's Panu now. Looking and firing, and a big save by number 1, Peter Spence.
That was a great pass up to Panu there, and I would say that was a great non-call there. He just slipped. So, yeah, great play all around.
Tape to tape.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful pass. Right tape to tape, right in between two Saskatchewan defenders. Talk about threading the needle here. 4-on-4 action for the next 25 seconds. Then Alberta Crude will have a very brief power play. Team Saskatchewan now up a goal, 4-3, 3:54 to go. Alberta Crude, Liberty with the big shot. Steered aside with the glove by Spence. Stolen now, Alberta Crude. Again, steered aside by Spence. Ball along the far boards. In on goal, shot. Just misses that far corner now. Alberta Crude with the momentum again. Back and forth, these two teams. All morning long, end-to-end action. Relentless pressure by both teams. In on goal. Backhand shot. Steered aside by Spence with the pad. Out in front, slot. Alberta Crude now. Can't regain control. That's Colton Adair, number 5. Team Saskatchewan with this extremely brief power play, but a nice pass by Adair. Team Saskatchewan 2-on-2. Out in front, all alone. Just with the blocker. Caden Kelly. Big save by Alberta Crude. Now a shot off the back of a Crude player. In the middle of the slot, now a shot by Team Saskatchewan, can't get through. Collision now in the circle, shot over the net. That's Adair. He'll wind and fire. Steered aside. And that ball goes way up. 2:39 to go. What action, what a great game here. First game of the day. And we've got much more to come thanks to ICU Video Productions live stream. But if this is any indication of what we're in for the rest of the day, Rob, viewers are in for a real treat here at the Canadian Ball Hockey Association Championships. Timeout called, and why not? 2:39 to go. It's a good time to, after the play is blown dead, good time to call a timeout and talk things over.
Now, did you see who called the timeout?
I did not see who the timeout was charged to.
I'm wondering if this is Alberta. If Saskatchewan called it, I would say that since they had the ball down in Alberta's zone, I wouldn't have called the timeout because they had momentum going. But I didn't see who called the timeout. But yeah.
Alberta's head coach is Chad McFadden. Steve Adair, the head coach for Team Saskatchewan. Alberta Crude, also coached by Mike Small and Brian Summers. Manager is Cindy Hoekstra. The assistant coaches for Team Saskatchewan are Derek Coderre, Sean Underwood, and their manager is Deb Coderre. And we want to welcome all of our Team Saskatchewan supporters who have made the trip to Edmonton for the long weekend, and also want to welcome our viewers from the beautiful province of Saskatchewan. Back to live action just outside the Alberta Crude zone. Don't move a muscle. 2:39 to go here in this final round robin game of the U-17 division. Alberta Crude now through the middle. Here's Basnett, number 66. Ball along the far side, into the corner now. Behind the net goes Basnett, looking for Lyer out front. He scored one from there before. Team Saskatchewan will dump it in, play the carom, and it is icing. Once again, number 23, Rob, Nick Lyer of Alberta Crude, dangerous between the circles.
Yeah, 2:17 left. We'll see if Alberta's got another push here.
Face off just to the left of the goaltender, Peter Spence of Team Saskatchewan. Number 17, Garen Butler taking the draw for the Crude, won by Team Saskatchewan. Dumped out. It's number 91, Daniel Liberty. 2 minutes to go here in the game. Far side now, ball dumped into the corner. Good pace by Alberta Crude, looking to establish a forecheck. Team Saskatchewan trying to clear. Near side boards, nearly brought out of the corner. Here's Liberty with the shot just over the head of Peter Spence, he can't corral it, and now here's Team Saskatchewan. 2-on-1, shot, big save. Rebound, and Caden Kelly made the initial save. Couldn't cash in on the rebound. Nearly a stretch pass there by Alberta Crude. Team Saskatchewan gains the zone. McKay, number 17, down low, battling with Wyatt Slobodin. Alberta Crude wins the ball through the neutral zone now. Number 17, Garen Butler dumps it into the corner. 1:15 to go here. Team Saskatchewan trying to clear. They can't. Ball played to the blue line. Alberta Crude keeps it in. Basnet, number 66, double shifted here. Battle for the ball into the corner. Basnet wins that battle behind the net. Big number 66 of Alberta Crude. Shot. Big save by Peter Spence and cleared with the net empty. And Team Saskatchewan nearly gets the goal off the carom. Icing. Alberta Crude now with the extra attacker. 53 seconds to go.
Okay, so Alberta is taking their timeout. So that was Saskatchewan that took their timeout previous time, and I don't think Saskatchewan should have taken their timeout there because they had momentum previous to the timeout. So. And
if you're Chad McFadden of Alberta Crude, what do you tell? You're going to try and get something set, maintain possession, and then set up either Liberty or Lyer or Nielsen with that one-timer on the off wing.
Well, it all starts with winning the face-off.
It really begins and ends there.
Yeah, if you lose the draw, then you got to go after that defenseman or whoever's got the ball and force him to either cough it up or take it away from him. But if you win the draw, then work it around and maybe get it to that one person that's going to be open.
Absolutely tremendous game here this morning. Our first game of the day. 53 seconds to go. Team Saskatchewan up 4-3. Face-off just to the left of the goaltender. Peter Spence. It's like number 17, Garen Butler, will take the draw for Alberta Crude against Colton Adair, number 5 of Team Saskatchewan. It all comes down to this. 53 seconds to go. Face-off one. Back to Liberty. He'll pass the ball to the far boards now. Basnet will try to cycle it down low. Centered out in front. Loose ball through the crease. Team Saskatchewan now tries to dump it out. And they do on the icing. With Liberty's shot, you almost want them to now, don't worry about passing the ball now. If you see an opening, take a shot.
Yes, and sometimes you don't need the big clapper as
that's right.
As Adam Manna, the head coach of Sherwood Park Crusaders, would say, but just get it on net.
That's right. Get it through the group here. Here we go. Ball stolen by Team Saskatchewan. Here's Liberty to defend. He'll play it over to Panu, number 29. 20 seconds to go here. Last gasp for Alberta Crude, down a goal. Team Saskatchewan looking to hold on. Panu with speed coming down the near boards. Kept in by Alberta Crude. 12 seconds to go. Battle for the ball along the near side. Alberta Crude here looking. Can't clear. Here's Team Saskatchewan with 5 seconds left. Colton Adair. And Team Saskatchewan have won this game 4-3. What a contest for 17, Connor McKay. If he doesn't get player of the game, there's something wrong. But what a team effort by Team Saskatchewan and Connor McKay, of course. And the Team Saskatchewan fans are in a frenzy here first thing in the morning. You gotta love it.
That was a great game, and it sounds like it's a three-way tie, so it might come down to goals for and against, and so we have no idea.
In this U-17 division, the other game may be still ongoing, but the two teams will line up for the post-game presentation of the most valuable player from each team. But what a contest. What a great game here first thing in the morning. We weren't sure what kind of game we were going to have, because those early morning games, you never know how they're going to go in terms of a short tournament like this with a lot of games. But what an entertaining game for the fans here at the West End Soccer Center and for fans of both teams watching via our live stream. And that is number 91, Daniel Liberty. What a force out there for Alberta Crude. And no surprise here, number 17, Connor McKay, the player of the game for Team Saskatchewan.
So the coaches agreed with you for player of the game?
Absolutely. What a fantastic contest. Final game of the round robin here in the U-17 division. And of course, we will have coverage throughout the day here on day 3 of the Canadian Ball Hockey Association National Junior Championships. Thank you for watching this morning's game. The final score was, of course, 4-3 for Team Saskatchewan over Alberta Crude. On behalf of my cameraman and analyst, Rob Zitlaw, I'm Kevin Don, and thank you for watching this ICU Video Productions webcast from the 2016 Canadian Junior Ball Hockey Championships from the West End Soccer Center here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Have a great morning, and stay with us. More action to come.